Hi beautiful, are you ready to find trust and confidence in your body again? In this video, I'm going to show you 3 beginner Pilates exercises to strengthen your glutes, your abs, your upper back and your arms, as well as increase the flexibility, mobility of your hips and back. Sound good? Then you're in the right place. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Cassidy Moore. I'm a nationally certified Pilates instructor. I've been teaching for over 20 years. And for those of you that have been here before, welcome back. So let's get started. Do what you need to do to set up and I'll meet you on the mat. All right, we're gonna start by stretching our toes and our feet. It's really important to give our feet TLC because they're the first point of contact we make with the ground. So the better that we can move through our feet, it actually affects our whole kinetic chain, and we can actually move with more ease, have better alignment, better posture if we have that mobility and strength in our feet. So I always start my workouts by stretching out my toes and my feet. So let's do it. So you're gonna start with your toes curled under, feet in line with the back of the hips, hands slightly in front of your shoulders, long spine, head in line with the spine, weight in your big toes. You're gonna push your hands into the mat, press your bum down towards your heels, and you're gonna feel that burn in the toes. That's the fascia stretching. Totally normal for your toes to be burning. If you want more stretch, you can always come and sit on your heels. If this gets too intense, you can always come back down onto your hands. So we're gonna take a couple of breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and you wanna exhale with enough energy that you feel your abs contract. Just letting go of whatever you were doing before this, settling into your body, becoming present in the moment. Then after your last exhale, let's switch to stretching the tops of our feet. So you're gonna start by sitting on your feet. And if you already feel a stretch in the front of the foot, you can stay here. For more stretch, come back down onto your hands, lift one knee up, keeping your toes on the mat, and taking a couple more breaths here. Then after your last exhale, go ahead and switch sides, keeping your ears away from the shoulders and your head in line with the spine. Feeling the stretch going up the front of the foot into the shin. Excellent. All right, moving on. Let's move on to bridge with glute pulses. All right, so we're laying down on our backs. I like to have my arms in goalpost position, but if this feels uncomfortable for you, or if you experience any numbing, burning, tingling sensations, you're welcome to bring your arms down to your sides. I just like this position because it keeps the chest open, which is really nice. So we're gonna go into a bridge. We're in parallel position. Our feet are in line with our sit bones and pretty close to the booty. We're gonna take a breath in to prepare, and on the exhale, we're gonna pull the belly in and imprint our lower back into the mat. Then we're gonna take another breath in, And then on the exhale, we're gonna go into the bridge, peeling one vertebra at a time off of the mat. Lots of energy through the glutes, imagining someone's pushing you up from your booty, pulling you up from the front of your hips, trying to pull your heels toward your butt and your butt toward your heels to get that isometric contraction in the back line of the legs. And you want to bridge up as high as you can without bowing in your spine or feeling a lot of compensation in the low back. So when you're at the top of the bridge, you want to feel your glutes the most, more than the hamstrings, more than the back. Then once you're at the top of your bridge, you're going to do slow, controlled glute pulses, really trying to emphasize opening up the front of the hips, which is really going to turn on the glutes. Keeping your pelvis as stable as possible. And you're going to feel that glute burn pretty quickly. Remembering to breathe. And remembering to pay attention to what the intention is of this exercise. So we're trying to open up the front of the hips and work the glutes, right? So you want to feel the glutes working more than the hamstrings. I'm already feeling my glutes burning. Once you feel like you're starting to compensate, like maybe you feel your hamstrings more than your glutes, or you're feeling your lower back, you want to go ahead and roll down one vertebra at a time, trying to get as much mobility in the spine as you can and using your breath. Then, once you've come back to home base, we're gonna switch our position. So we're gonna go into a turned out position. So we're gonna have our heels together and our toes apart. This is gonna work a different hamstring muscle. So we're gonna be working all three hamstring muscles here and all the glutes. So taking a breath in, and then on the exhale, hollowing out the belly. Taking another breath in once the low back is imprinted into the mat. Exhaling, bridging up, nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Isometric contraction in the back line of the legs. Then once you reach the top of your bridge, slow, controlled glute pulses. Now we're working the rotators, because we're turned out, so we're working a different glute muscle here. Using the exhale to fire up the abdominals, doing as many as you can until you start to compensate. Woo, my glutes are burning. Once you feel that you're compensating, go ahead and roll down one vertebra at a time using your exhale. Then we're gonna do one more position. This time, we're gonna open up our feet a little wider, so they're wider than the pelvis. We're gonna close the knees in, so we're in an internal rotation, and we're gonna try to point our big toes toward each other. So we're internally rotated, and this is gonna work a different part of our glute, the glute med. So taking a breath in to prepare, and then on the exhale, imprinting the lower back into the mat. Hollowing and scooping out the belly. Taking another breath in. Exhale, starting the bridge. Remember the isometric contraction in the back line of the legs, keeping the pelvis as stable as possible. Bridging up only as high as you can. Really focusing on the energy through the glutes, opening up the front of the hips. Doing your controlled pulses, as many as you can. Remembering the breath. Feeling the burn. I'm burning. Once you feel like you're starting to compensate, like I'm feeling my hamstrings a little bit more than my glutes, then Roll down one vertebra at a time, back into home base. And then let's stretch out our glutes, so crossing one knee over the other, pulling into the chest. Feeling that glute stretch. Let yourself really get the result of the stretch. So make sure that you're in the stretch long enough to feel the release. Once you feel it release a little bit, go ahead and switch sides. Remembering to breathe. Then we're gonna stretch our rotators. So you're gonna cross one ankle over the knee and pull into the chest. Once you feel it release a little bit, switch sides. It's always a good idea to stretch out the glutes after you've been working them. Tight glutes can lock up the hips, which can lead to lower back tightness and ache and pain. We don't want that. Excellent. Okay, moving on. Next, we're gonna do single leg stretch. All right, we're gonna start in tabletop position with our hands behind our head, and we're gonna go into an upper ab curl. And this is important. When you exhale, you wanna feel your abs contracting before you even curl up. You wanna have the sensation of your ribs corseting together. So you're gonna inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, you're gonna curl up. Notice how much exhale I let out before I curled up. So you should instantly feel your rectus abs and the front of your neck. Then you're gonna split the legs. You're gonna bring one leg into your chest as much as you can, really finding where the femur sinks into the socket, increasing your hip mobility. The extended leg, you wanna judge what feels safe and right for you, right? So the higher up it is, the easier it is. Lower down is harder, right? So decide what feels right and safe for you, right? And then you're gonna inhale twice, exhale twice, and switch the legs. Rest when you need to. If you're feeling the back of your neck or the upper back, you want to rest. Ooh, I'm feeling the ache. One more set. And then resting down. And then go ahead and just rock back and forth a little bit. Oh, I felt that in my abs. All right, let's move on to the last exercise. Yes, swan. All right, for swan, we're on our bellies. So we're gonna have our legs together, heels touching, toes apart, pushing your heels into each other to activate your legs. So you have isometric contraction going on in the legs. You wanna press the front of your hips into the mat to engage the glutes, work on that hip extension, and feel the lift in the deep abdominals. You're gonna have your hands in line with your shoulders. You want to open up the shoulders, feel the muscles in between the shoulder blades engage so your upper back is active, shoulders are open, and then resting your head on the mat. You're going to inhale into the extension. This is important, only extend as far as you feel safe for your low back. It will be different for each of us, so pay attention to what feels right for you. You're gonna inhale, go into the extension. Trying to keep your heels together. Glutes work harder and harder as you go up. Shoulders away from the ears, head in line with the spine, deep abs lifted. And then on the exhale, slowly coming down, controlling the descent, working your upper back and your triceps. Inhale into the extension. Exhale, descend. Lots of glute deep ab work. Working the triceps and the upper back. Ooh, I feel my triceps. Rest when you need to. Try not to let your head drop when you descend. 2 more. Ooh, I feel it. Lots of energy in the whole body. This is the last one. Let's make it good. Nice and slow. Ooh. And then go into a child's pose to stretch your spine out in the opposite direction, reaching your arms long in front of you, pressing your bum down towards your heels, and taking a couple of breaths here. All right, yay, we did it, we're done. Excellent. I hope these exercises help you to feel stronger and to feel more flexible and mobile. Remember, do what's right for you. Not all exercises may feel right for your body, and that's fine. Pay attention to what feels good. The exercises that you do should be helping you feel better in your body. Try to set a goal of doing this routine 4 times a week, as long as your body is responding positively to it, and rest when you need to. To see more content like this, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And please leave a comment letting me know what videos you'd like to see on this channel. And I look forward to being with you in the next video. Bye for now. All right, so for swan, we're on our bellies because we're going to be working back. Can't even talk anymore.